Jason Momoa as Aquaman? I know it's not confirmed at this point, but I really hope it's true, cause think about it. We'd have such a diverse cast of ethnicities in this movie. Gal Gadot, Israel. Batman, Superman, white Americans. Cyborg, African American. Black Adam and Aquaman, Samoan. We'd have an awesome cast of beautiful ethnicities, and this is a step in the right direction in my opinion, unlike other movies. But Jason Momoa as Aquaman, that's awesome. Taking a character that's white and making them Samoan instead of what Hollywood usually does all the time by making characters that weren't white and making them white.
That's racist!
But is Jason Momoa good for this role? Well, he certainly looks godlike. He's tall, muscular, good looking. I think he has the right look for making the world look at Aquaman and take him seriously. I've never watched his movie, so I can't say what kind of an actor he is, but I totally think in this sense of looks, he is the right man. But in my opinion, he might be better as a villain. Not sure who, but he has the look of a terrifying, devilish, devastating villain. Someone like Darkseid, or even better, Lobo.
I'm Mitt Romney, and I approve this message.
Ray Fisher as Cyborg. I have no opinions on this. I don't know the actor, nor do I know much about the character he's playing. But I tell ya, he's already my favorite character. He's one of the most diverse characters out of the group, and he's alright with me. He's like half robot and half black man. It's like if Jay Quaz and I became one. What do you say, Jay Quaz? You want to try it out sometime? Come on, Jay Quaz. You only have about 54 years left on this earth, give or take. Why not? YOLO.
YOLO? Who says that stupid term anymore? That's 15 years ago.
Nothing dies with me. Everything is relevant. Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam. Same thing as Cyborg. I don't know much about the character, but I would prefer if Dwayne would play Shazam. Shazam is a kid who gets mystic abilities and becomes an adult superhero every time he says Shazam. I think Dwayne would play a perfect man-child. Just look at that mug. Just look at it. I am Shazam! The infamous Lex Luthor casting. Okay, reserve my judgment, but to me, as of now, this is awful casting. Okay, I'm not gonna get too much into this, but here's who I would have chosen. Idris freaking Elba. Could you imagine if this guy became Lex Luthor? He'd grab your attention as soon as he hits the screen. He is an awesome actor, and he looks like a man who handles his business, and the type of man that you would actually follow. This is a pipsqueak. Just based on the movies I've seen and the images of these two men, look, who would you pick to be president of the United States in a movie? Now, who would you choose to play in Napoleon Dynamite 2? Just saying.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Oh, good for you. And how was it? I hope it was f***ing good because it's useless now, isn't it?
Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about Batman vs. Superman and its development. I think it's a little sloppy and scared to break away from the Nolan universe. It has the same tone, at sometimes the same imagery and color filter, same musical composer, same setup from Batman Begins, and all of this talk of realism, as if a flying man from outer space is realistic. They need to cut that umbilical cord that leads to the Nolan universe. We have two very different men with ideas of how comic book movies should be, and that's why the characters weren't too consistent. Some characters act like Zack Snyder's version, other times they act like David Goyer's and Nolan's version. I feel that the movie Man of Steel should have humor in it, strong emotional moments, bright and hopeful. Superman smiling, both parents alive and well. So when he meets Batman, it's the complete opposite. Bruce Wayne's parents are both dead. He has no superpowers. He's dark. He's cynical. Not too much humor going on. Not a smiler. Here, this way we can see a little clash of ideas and characters that learn something from each other and have interesting conversations and development. That is a beautiful contrast of characters. But seeing how Man of Steel was so similar to Batman Begins, it just seems that there's not much we're gonna get from this movie other than bang, boom, pow. Ha, look how strong we are. We're fighting. You can get away with it in the first movie. You're learning. But if you do it again, there's no excuse. I don't want cool ideas and character development to be second in the movie. I want cool ideas and character development first, and the action to be the icing on the cake. to be honest, I see it and I'm a little bored by it. I would like to see a little bit more armor plating on it. Not because I've grown used to it in the movies, it's just I like the ideas of the armor plating. I always thought that heroes in the cinematic universe should have their own signature look. Batman with armor plating and heavy artillery to complement his armor design, whereas Superman just has tights and bright colors. He doesn't need armor because he's the Man of Steel. Wonder Woman would have that Greek mythology look going on, so she's okay, except for those high heels. I don't like high heels on heroines. They fight crime, they flip around, they kick and run. It just seems impractical. But anyway, if all these heroes just wear tights, to me it just looks bland and everyone just kind of blends together. They don't have their own signature look. It's like if Superman or Flash had muscle toning rubber armor, just like Michael Keaton's. Oh God. That looks awful. Everyone should have their own signature look. The Batmobile. I'm gonna be honest, this thing looks freaking awesome. It looks like a new and improved agile tumbler. Again, if this is a new continuity, you have to cut the umbilical cord to the Nolan trilogy. Unless you're continuing on with the Nolan trilogy and this is just an reimagining of Batman, then fine, that's great. But I don't know what they're doing. We'll have to see. Well, that's all I gotta say so far on this movie. So when there's more information, I'll be making more of these videos. But not just Dawn of Justice. Any movie that's been hyped up and there's news coming out, I'll make some of these more often. So that's it. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
It's just me, myself, and I, and I'm good. I don't mean to brag, but I know that I'm hood. Benjamin is all I need in my pocket at the end of the day. Trust me, I know when that y'all stare.